Sponsored by RxCardClub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. RxCardClub.com, AP Sports Summarybrief at 5:07 Am Edt. Tua Tagovailoa sustains concussion after hitting head on turf in Dolphins loss to Bills. Miami Gardens, Florida, AP. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa sustained a concussion for the third time in his NFL career, leaving his team's game Thursday night against Buffalo after running into defensive back Damar Hamlin and hitting the back of his head against the turf. Tagovailoa remained down for about 2 minutes before getting to his feet and walking to the sideline after the play in the third quarter. He made his way to the tunnel not long afterward, looking into the stands before smiling and departing toward the locker room. The Dolphins needed almost no time before announcing it was a concussion. The team said he had two during the 2022 season, and Tagovailoa was diagnosed with another concussion in college at Alabama. Buffalo won 31-10. Cook scores 3 TDs to help Bills rout Dolphins 31-10. Tagovailoa leaves with concussion. Miami Gardens, Florida, AP. James Cook caught a touchdown pass and ran for 2 scores, and the Buffalo Bills routed Miami 31-10 on Thursday night, with Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa leaving early because of a concussion. Tagovailoa left in the third quarter after colliding with defensive back Damar Hamlin and hitting the back of his head against the turf. Tagovailoa was quickly ruled out with the concussion, casting doubt on his season after a history of dealing with head injuries. Josh Allen, playing with a glove on his left non-throwing hand after hurting it in Buffalo's opener, completed 13 of 19 passes for 139 yards. He's 12-2 against the Dolphins, and the Bills are 14-2 against Miami since coach Sean McDermott's first year as head coach in 2017. Tyreek Hill has quiet night for Dolphins in blowout loss to Bills. Miami Gardens, Florida, AP. Tyreek Hill smiled and waved at cameras as he arrived at Hard Rock Stadium for the Miami Dolphins game against the Buffalo Bills on Thursday night, 4 days after he was pulled from his sports car by police officers during a traffic stop on his way to the stadium. A verbal dispute between Hill and Miami-Dade police officers escalated quickly just hours before the Dolphins kicked off their season on Sunday. Hill was eventually released after receiving citations for careless driving and failing to wear his seatbelt. Pac-12 to add Boise Street, Fresno Street, San Diego Street, Colorado Street in 2026, poaching Mountain West. The Pac-12 is adding Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and San Diego State, starting in 2026, to join Oregon State and Washington State in a rebuilt Conference of Champions. The additions will rob the Mountain West of 4 of its more prominent schools and successful football programs, most notably Boise State, and still leave the Pac-12 2 schools short of T8 they need to have in place by NCAA rule in 2 years. The Pac-12 and the departing schools will likely be on the hook for about $110 million in exit fees and penalties to the Mountain West.